This is a video of the advantages and disadvantages of online interaction. In this video we're going to describe the advantages of interacting online as well as the disadvantages, and with the disadvantages we're going to tell you how to overcome those disadvantages. The first advantage to online interaction is flexibility. With flexibility you can access the web 24/7 and interact online at any place as long as you have internet connection. With flexibility you could Skype. For example, Jake here, studying abroad in Germany, is Skyping with Dan at WVU.
What's up, buddy? How is it over there?
Oh, West Virginia's great, man. You know, thank you. There's a little out of nowhere. How's Germany?
Germany's awesome, man. You think you drink a lot over there, you have no idea how much fun it is over here.
How's the weather over there in Germany?
It's really rainy lately, but I really miss being back home.
Oh, it's nice and clear in West Virginia.
I'm jealous. I really am.
How are the people? They treating you right?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like being back home. It's good. It's a good experience.
When you coming back from Germany?
I'll be back in a month.
Alright, man. See you then.
Later.
The next advantage to online interaction is that it's documented. Unlike verbal conversations, online discussion is lasting and can be revisited. For example, Jacob's here is on his way to his friend's house and he forgot how to get there. So he looks at his phone to see the text, to bring up the text, and now has the directions again. Now he's getting to his friend's house efficiently and quickly. The next advantage to online interaction is that it encourages reflection. Participants don't have to contribute until they've thought about the issue and feel ready. For example, Luca here just received an email from his professor about a late paper. Luca is debating whether or not to email him back right now and tell him the truth about why it's late, or wait till later to come up with a good excuse. Another advantage to online interaction is a sense of community. Over time, you can develop into a supportive, stimulating community which participants come to regard as the high point of their course. For example, Dan posted a Facebook status that says that he is having a tough time with women. So Jake here replies to make him feel better about it. The next advantage to online interaction is that it's limitless. You can never really predict where the discussion will go. Unlike face-to-face interaction, with online interaction, it presents a broader variety of information.
I'm on my Facebook page right now for my one class, COMM 293, and my teacher had posted right here about going to Germany and studying abroad. Until this, I did not even know that we offered a package to Germany through our school.
In the next section of our project, we're going to talk about the disadvantages of online interaction. Not only are we going to list the disadvantages, but also how to overcome these disadvantages and turn them into a positive. The first disadvantage to online interaction is that it's text-based, which means that it predominantly relies on inputting text, which for a lot of people can be challenging if you have poor keyboard skills. Now, to overcome this limitation, you could use voice-to-text, which makes it easier, faster, and less demanding to input text online. Luca here will exemplify this.
Email Jake.
What's the subject of your email?
Class.
Okay, what would you like the email to say?
Do we have class today?
Here's the email message to Jake. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send it.
The next disadvantage to online interaction is that there are no physical cues. Without facial expressions and gestures, the ability to react immediately is nearly impossible. To overcome this limitation of online interaction, one could use sources like Skype, which provide a means to notice the facial expressions of the other to react and understand their verbal cues. For example, Dan here is happy. Now Jake notices he's happy and reacts accordingly. Now Dan's sad. Jake understands that Dan's sad. Now Dan's mad. These are examples of how Skype can overcome the limitation of no physical cues. The next disadvantage to online interaction is information overload, which could be a large volume of messages, which could be overwhelming to the user and hard to follow, even stress-inducing.
For instance, my inbox is actually at 100% full. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of spam mail, and I need to delete a lot of it. Every day I come on here, I have a lot of spam mail. There are certain things that I do want to keep. Unfortunately, it's hard to find them.
One way to overcome this limitation of information overload is to create 2 email addresses, one being a business or school address that is only for important information, and then one being a junk email address that you give out to people you don't really care to hear from. Another way to overcome this is to get a spam blocker, and the modern internet speeds of today make it easier to sort through email or Facebook messages, deleting ones that you classify as junk and finding the ones that are truly important. Another disadvantage to online interaction is through threads, which is the logical sequence of discussion. It's often broken by users that are not sticking to the topic. For example, Luca here is going through his discussion board for his COMM 425 class in the interpersonal communications section.
Yeah, this discussion has a couple threads. Some people are talking about how we use Facebook and Twitter, and some other people are talking about different social media sites, and kind of branches off, but just gotta keep track of them.
One way we could overcome the limitation of the threads is to go through and make subheadings for each thread that relates more to the topic. This will create a better understanding for users. Another disadvantage to online interaction is that it's said to be inefficient, or it takes longer than verbal conversations, and that it's harder to reply to all points in the message, which could easily leave questions unanswered. A way to overcome this limitation of inefficiency is, for example, Facebook chat. On the messaging system on Facebook chat, you actually could see the message and then below it, respond to the message, giving you time to review what the other user had said. The final disadvantage of online interaction is what's called time lag. Time lag is when you maybe log onto your computer once or twice a day and you notice how many missed opportunities you had to respond on a discussion board or to a group Facebook chat or what have you. Now there's also ways to overcome this limitation of online interaction, and we're going to show you that now. It is now easier to overcome time lag. Many phones today now have internet capability, enabling users to reply to messages in a timely manner.
Oh, Jake just Facebook messaged me, and I haven't been on my computer all day.
We now hope you have a better understanding of the affordances and disadvantages and overcoming those disadvantages of online interaction. Hopefully now you can maximize your efficiency of interacting online.